Led by team captain setter number 1, Jin Basarte. Opposite hitter number 2 comes Bartolome. Opposite outside hitter number 11, Kylie Yeses. Another outside hitter number 12, Ashley Yeses. Middle blocker number 18, Christian Dangan. Another middle blocker number 21, Zam Nolasco. And their starting libero is number 5, Fiona Getigan. The coach for the defending champion Tangerines is Jerry Yee. Now it's time to meet the starters for the PASAY Lady Voyagers. Led by team captain, opposite hitter, number 4, Sergeant Yari Kimson. Middle blocker number 2, Miles Astilia. Outside hitter number 6, Sergeant May Pantino de Flair. Middle blocker number 9, Sergeant Sasa Cabalsa. Outside hitter number 22, Jay Papa. Setter number 25, Venice Puzon. And their starting libero is number 24, Sergeant Shobe Crisostomo. Coaching for the Lady Voyagers is Nino Jerus.
Starting lineups for both squads, it is Basarte, Ondangan, Nolasco, the Lieses twins, Bartolome and Dorog. That is for the Quezon defending champs. At para naman sa Pasay, Puzon, Astilla, Cabalsa, Quimson, Pantino, Deflem, Papa, and Crisostomo. Yan po ang ating starting lineups para sa parehas na koponan. Of course, we have Quezon and Pasay both looking to solidify their playoff spots here in the MPVA, and the round 2 action is only getting hotter. Nico Aaron alongside Pons Galvez and Rhea Raagas at courtside. And we are more than thrilled to bring you this Sunday triple header dito sa ating Manny Pacquiao's MPVA. At it is team captain Shing Basarte at the service line to start things off. Basarte. She sets up Lieses. And that is a point for Pasay.
Yes, the efforts of Astilla, kita natin 2 quick attacks right away and a block from Astilla. Definitely paid off. Great aggressive start for Pasay.
Of course, Venice Puzon, one of the best setters sa NCAA now, suiting up for Pasay. She looks to help them in their playoff run. Looking to clinch it here. The point will go back to Quezon. For both teams, no Pons. If you're Quezon, gusto mo top 2 kayo sa league ngayon, but you wanna further push for number 1 kung kaya pa.
Yes.
If you're Pasay naman, no, talagang you wanna keep your playoff hopes alive kasi alam natin that number 4 spot is still up for grabs.
Definitely iba yung motivations ng bawat team.
Yeah.
Yung Quezon, they want to, they already have the spot in the semifinals. But of course, kung kaya mong kunin yung number 1 seed, it would definitely benefit you in the long run.
So Quezon looking to stay sharp as they enter the playoffs and get that bonus of a number 1 as well if they can push. Ang Pasay naman, fighting to keep their season alive, wanting to get that last spot in our playoffs. So both teams a lot to play for this afternoon. And so far so good. 2 apiece.
But that was an error from Pantino de Flem. But the point before that, it was Astilla again with a block. So an early bright spot for Pasay.
Oh, back and forth ang nagiging palitan natin dito, Pons. Good start so far. Ikaw, Pons, entering this match, if you're Quezon and Pasay, I mean, let's talk about Quezon first. What do you want to see? I mean, alam natin pasok sila sa playoffs, but what do you want to see them improve on further?
I think they're definitely feeling the pressure, knowing that this is already the last stretch of the preliminaries. Pero we want to see a relaxed game from both teams. Kasi when you're relaxed, unlike that instance, medyo uncharacteristic yung errors. When you relax, mas kalmado ka, mas mailalabas mo yung system ng team mo.
Yeah. So, cool heads win. You know what they say. As it is Quezon now with back-to-back points. Here in our opening set, Yonko Quimson's block there. Solid block by the Ates.
So it was the second consecutive instance for the Pasay side na mataas yung bola. Look at this. That was a good block on Quimson, pero sobrang taas pa, kayang-kaya pang i-cover. But Papa and Cabalsa, miscommunication there.
And we know pag parehas na kumpanya na ito naglalaban, you expect good volleyball just like that.
And that's what you want from one of your leading scorers. Papa with an attack. Bumawi agad dun sa miscommunication error kanina.
Oh, service ace. Back-to-back points for the Voyagers.
Yes, good way to regain the composure of the team. And team captain Kimson with a good floater serve.
He set up Nolasco. Quimson, oh, good dig by Basilio. Bartolome, rather. Oh, a little short on that drop shot. Point will go back to Quezon.
Papa tried to be fancy and tried to adjust mid-air. But it was an unfortunate error for Pasay, giving back the lead to Quezon.
The Lieses twins now part of the starting unit. Same cogs for Coach Jerry Yee and the defending champs. Nolasco, and the Ate says, let me get herself on the board.
That was a great connection between Basarte and Nolasco. Take a look at that. Good pass. Quick set. As we mentioned kanina, hindi naglaro si Basarte and Nolasco in the last game, but we know that the connection of these two, very crucial sa championship run ng Quezon.
There is no such thing as rust if you are Basarte and Nolasco. Oh, but Lieses says, sasama din ako dyan. It is a 3-0 run for Quezon. 8-5 is our score as they take us to our first technical timeout. But first, tignan natin to, Pons.
A lot of space to work with for Lieses to go to the cross-court angle.
8-5 is our score as we approach our first technical timeout.
You are still watching the 2025 MPVA live here at Dasmariñas City Arena. I am Rhea Ragas reporting courtside, and earlier nakausap ko nga one of the more veteran players of the Pasay Lady Voyagers, that is Aiko Ordas, and when asked of their advantage going against a much younger team in Quezon Tangerines, she confidently said it was their maturity and experience. Although she acknowledges the fact na in terms of training, mas lamang nga raw ang Quezon Tangerines kasi for Aiko's team, hindi sila magkakasama araw-araw. But for her, hindi ito hadlang para sa Lady Voyagers not to perform their best. She told me one of their struggles is that they have to give up some training days due to work constraints ng mga players. But she sees to it that every training day is a productive day at that. What do you think, guys?
Sa magit ni Rhea, one of the main leaders para dito sa Pasay. Yun nga, some of our teams here in the MPVA, for those of you just joining us, part-timers yung iba dito, no? So you have to commend them the time they put into training and the effort during the games.
That's correct. Ordas actually scored 10 points in their last loss to Negros. And also, let's take a look at this. A quick attack from Cabalsa. So kahit sabihin natin hindi kasing rami yung quantity ng trainings nila, they could still produce such excellent plays like that one made for Cabalsa.
And let's see, can Aiko Urdas and the rest of the Pasay Voyagers cruise their way to victory and keep their playoff hopes alive? So far, so good.
Pantino De Flem, also one of the veterans. Naglaro rin yan for Air Force before. You can see smartly just using the blockers to score the point.
Dikit palaban natin dito, Pons. Back and forth we go. And I wouldn't be surprised the game here went four sets in their first meeting.
Yes, that's correct. Kasi, you know, youth versus veterans eh.
And that was a power spike presented by Smart Power. All 99 load now. Pasay enjoying it this Sunday.
But Pasay also committing more errors than Quezon in the start of the game. Kaya rin nakakalamang yung Quezon.
Team captain, Basarte at the service line. Oh, good attack.
Antino De Flem now using her brains as well. A clean hit. It was not a powerful hit, but it was well placed in zone 1.
Minsan yun yung mas importante, Pons, ano? Placement.
Yes, that's correct. Kasi sabi nga nila, a point is a point. Regardless kung malakas na palo, kung tip, kung tinulungan ka man ng net, a point is still a point.
And Pasay will take any one of that. Puzon. Oh, speaking of points, that is one woman who's used to doing it. Astilla.
Astilla nagpapakilala ulit sa front row. Kanina lumikod siya, but this time an emphatic, quick attack. And yung energy ng Pasay, damang-dama natin dito sa arena.
You could feel they want to win this one. Oh, sinagot naman agad ng Quezon. Bartolome with that solid front row hit.
That was a great high set for a middle. Not something we usually see. But you know, Bartolome is a very flexible player, versatile player.
Florence and Papa showing us what she can do.
Sobrang dinidisplay lang ng both teams yung arsenal nila. This time, Papa with a cut shot. Really sacrificing power for angle. And it's working for Pasay so far.
Ganda ng angulo ni Papa doon. Back and forth we go. Quimson tries the drop shot. Oh, medyo nabitin ng Quezon doon. And back-to-back points para dito sa Pasay.
Ashley Assess maybe found a spot in the defense of Pasay, pero the shot was too soft. The ball did not cross the net.
So far, so good for both squads. Back and forth matchup here. And we are in our second deadlock. 13 apiece.
The trend continues. Pasay giving up more errors.
As it is Bartolome back at the service line. Isa din sa mga key players para dito sa Quezon. Oh! 1-2 play there. Good awareness para dito kay Basarte.
Basarte already with their second point in the match. And good adjustment as well kasi mataas na nga yung pasa. Mabilis pa yung pasa. Pero mas mabilis yung utak ni Basarte in that instance.
Taas talaga ng IQ nito ni Basarte Pons, ano?
That's correct. We really expect that from setters eh. Kasi they're the brains of the team. As the playmakers, they're really responsible for using their brain para ipanalo yung mga teams nila.
Basarte to Nolasco. Oh, they connect once again.
This time it was a back quick. Slide pa yung approach ni Nolasco. Nakakailang puntos na rin si Nolasco from different types of attacks.
Piate all around para dito sa Quezon. Pero may sagot agad dyan ang Pasay. It is Josame Cabalza.
Merong block doon, Nolasco, yung demonstrating. Naka-block sila, but maybe Cabalza's attack was too quick.
And That service error there gives Quezon a 1-point advantage. It's still a close one dito sa set number 1 as we approach our second technical timeout. Back to live action here in the MPVA, and you can catch all the games live and free exclusively on pusup.com. Your game, your community. Join now. That is powered by Smart, the official telco partner of the MPVA. And special thanks to our media partners, Smart Sports and Puso Pilipinas. Bartolome and the Quezon Tangerines up against the Pasay Lady Voyagers. And happy Sunday sa ating mga kaliga na nanonood sa ating live stream platforms. It is our first match here in this Sunday triple header. Mula dito yan sa Dasma Arena. Nico Aaron alongside Alfonso Galvez and Rhea Ragas at courtside. Pons, so far, grabe yung match na to.
Yes, good exchanges, strong attacks, but yung errors ng Pasay is really causing them. Because in my unofficial tally, they already had 7 or 8 errors. So imagine the number of points you're giving to your opponents.
Yan ang ayaw mo, Pons, especially you're going up against a seasoned defending champion Quezon squad.
Yes, yeah, champion teams, isa rin sa mga may pagmamalaki nila is their ability to lessen their errors. But this time, Cabalsa bumawi agad and trims the deficit to 1 again. So definitely back in it ang Pasay.
Yeah. About Pasay, their maturity, able to bounce back quickly. Only a 1-point game here. Oh, good block. Free ball. Puzon. Basarte. Oh, a bit short there. And Pasay now evens things up at 17-all.
What worked in that rally is just yung patience of both teams. Basarte trying to be creative, trying to execute a quick play.
And checking in is Yesha Rojo. Para dito sa Quezon, one of the newest additions for the defending champs.
Now, Rojo used to be a starter for this team, but we know Coach Jerry Yee and the Quezon Tangerines really shuffling their lineup in this season of the MPVA.
Mixing things up here. Yung maganda rin, Pons, parang hinahanap yung mga tamang combinations.
Yes, and so far, almost all of the combinations have worked because they have a 10-game winning streak right now, talking about Quezon.
Ball is still alive. Puzon. Good dig there. Katarig with a cross-court hit.
That attack was all risk action. Katarig, just a simple approach. Pero the direction, really excellent choice for her.
(17-19), 2-point advantage for Quezon. Oh, good hit there. That is Cosmod.
Cosmod off the bench, giving crucial points for Pasay. Take a look at this, set from Crisostomo. And Cosmod just breaking the block. Cosmod, I believe, was also hailed as Queen of the Court in one of their previous wins.
We talked about yung depth ng Quezon, Pons, pero itong Pasay, they also have that kind of depth.
Yes, that's correct. Yung bench power, both teams. It's really gonna be exciting today to see yung mga chess matches, yung mga chess moves na gagawin ng coaches natin. Because so far, like this, Katarig already with 2 points, also off the bench.
Ashley Estes now quickly checking back in. They needed her back on the floor. It's only a 2-point game. Lumalaban dito ang Pasay. Oh, but Katarig says, let me do something about that.
The efficiency of Katarig. Clydel May Katarig very high today. Look at that. Another clean hit.
Clydel Katarig. Kaya naman, napa-timeout dito ang Pasay Lady Voyagers. Pero ito nga po, so far, what are you seeing from both squads?
Yung mid-set adjustments ng coaches yung kung sinong bench players yung gagana. And so far, yun nga, Katarig, maybe she's one of the reasons but tinawag rin ng Pasay itong timeout. She has scored 3 points already off the bench. Definitely alarming. Siguro na-alarm ang Pasay. And they had to plan the defense around Katarig this time.
Tignan natin kung makaka-adjust nga itong Pasay coming off that timeout. Katarig. Oh, good save by Pasay. Basarte chooses Katarig again. And she scores again.
It's impeccable to see the numerous types of attacks that Katarig can execute this time. It was a down-the-line hit.
Iniba lang yung angulo, Pons,
Yes.
ano?
She's really playing with her angles and it's all working so far.
Basarte, she goes to Katarig once again. Picked up by Puzon. Bartolome. And that point will go to Pasay this time.
That was a much-needed break for Pasay. Stopping the bleeding and keeping them back in this set. It's very crucial na sa end part ng set, pumuntos na rin sila and not just rely on the errors of Quezon.
Oh, just like you mentioned it, Pons.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Currently, they have at least 9 or 10 errors.
Undangan at the service line as Quezon is 2 points away from taking set number 1. Katarig. Oh, free ball dun. Triple block by Pasay. Good block again. Oh, but Katarig says same spot, same result.
Katarig with her 5th point already and this time may bago na naman siyang pinakita, an off the block shot. Really, a creative player. Ganda rin ng fundamentals niya.
Kaya napatimeout agad dito ang head coach ng Pasay, Pons. I mean, you gotta appreciate Pasay din, no? Every single small mistake nakita, timeout agad. Really, the urgency every set.
Yes, but even with that urgency, medyo iba na rin yung effect ng multiple errors na ipamigay nila. Giving a lot of points to Quezon. So let's see kung mabawi pa nila tong set na to. And can they defend Katarig? Because Katarig is still in the front line.
Good pickup there. Point away, set point para dito sa Quezon. Pasay wanting to keep this set alive. Basarte. And, oh, that's a touch. And Quezon will take this one.
Kylie SS with the final point of the set. An off the block shot, just touching the fingers of the Pasay blockers. So yung composure, yung si Katarig, and also yung ability nila na i-lessen yung errors that really contributed to Quezon getting this first set.
25-19, yan po ang naging talaan natin dito sa set number 1. It is the Tangerines drawing first blood. Set 2 action and more sa ating pagbabalik dito sa MPVA. Nagbabalik ang MPVA, ang liga para sa lahat. 25-19, yan ang naging score natin sa set number 1 here in round number 2. This matchup between Quezon and Pasay. It is Quezon taking the first set dito sa match natin, Pons. What a set that was.
Yes, it was an exciting first set. Ang daming magandang palitan ng mga malalakas na palo. But in the end, mas malakas yung end game nitong Quezon. And they really lessened their errors. And as once again, we mentioned the name of Katarig. Kanina, her addition to the team really, her addition to the roster rather, and to the 6 in the court, really contributed dun sa magandang end game ng team. Pasay on the other hand, a lot of bright spots and kita natin yung energy nila even till now. During their huddle, mataas pa rin yung energy, very hopeful and optimistic for this game, and that's what you want in a team. Take a look at the statistics, 13 attacks as compared to 11, so halos magkalapit lang. Blocks and aces are equal, but as we mentioned, double-digit errors for Pasay. It's really something na ito lang talaga yung dapat nilang bawasan because overall they're playing really well, but the errors are just too much. Na ang hirap ng bawiin ng double-digit output when it comes to errors.
Yeah, let's see. Can Pasay make the adjustments and even things up here in set number 2? It is a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Mula po yan dito sa Dasma Arena. Nico Aaron alongside Ponce Galvez and Rhea Raagas at courtside. And we bring you our first matchup in this Sunday triple header. Quezon and Pasay. Quezon trying to stay sharp, trying to keep that number 2 spot as we approach the playoffs. At ito naman Pasay wanting to keep their playoff hopes alive as we have that 4th seed still up for grabs. Kaya tignan natin who will come out victorious in this one. So far, it is Quezon with set number 1. Well, we have a brand new set as Pasay scores that point.
That was a lucky point for Pantino de Flem, an over-reception, but the team just smiling. And that's what you want, error na nakapuntos and your team really light atmosphere, just having fun.
If you're Pasay, Pons, what do you think went on dun sa timeout na yun? Anong adjustments ang gusto mo makita mula sa kanila?
I think just lessening their errors. They know siguro, alam naman nila, mga veterano na naman tong players natin. And they probably know that that's the main issue in the first set. The errors that they've committed. Definitely this time, dapat mas strict na rin si coach. Mas less lenient na siya when it comes to committing those errors.
Looking to see a sharper Pasay dito sa set number 2. Oh, so far so good. Right on cue.
Yes, Astilla kanina pa yan. Very aggressive in the net. She's not the tallest of middle blockers, but yung aggressiveness niya, that's very good timing as well. Look at that. Great celebration from Pasay.
Enjoying themselves in this one, and just rightfully so. We go to the back row. Basarte, quick attack. Puzon. Digged up by Dorog. Good block. Oh, 3 straight points for the Lady Voyagers. Good start.
This is something that they could capitalize on, yung blocking. Especially with, Kim Son also on the opposite side. Imagine the team up of Astilla and Kim Son as a double block. Really a threat for the side of Quezon.
Kaya napatay mo agad si Coach Jerry dito. You could see not that happy right now sa mga girls. And ito, Pons, bihira natin makita. Very expressive ngayon si Coach Jerry.
Yes, usually we know Coach Jerry, he lets his girls just talk it out. And he's just there at the side. But this time, he has specific instructions. This is not the start that you wanna see given na maganda yung nilaro mo noong first set.
May Pantino de Flem, 3 points right now for Pasay. One of the hidden gems for the Voyagers. Ganda na pinapakita niya so far dito sa ating laro. Basarte. Good block there. Puzon chooses Quimson. We go to Bartolome. Quimson again. And she makes it that time. It is 4 consecutive points for the Lady Voyagers.
Quimson, the team captain. Great feed sa kanya nung set na yon. It was Valdez, the libero, giving the set to Quimson.
Oh, the Twin Towers.
These blocks from Pasay really making an impact dito sa second set. It was a double block in the middle. It was Astilla once again with the block point.
And she is feeling it. Yung napag-usapan natin kanina, Pons, ano? Mukhang etong Pasay, they brushed off that set number 1 quickly. No? Nabanggit mo nga, yung maturity nila. Parang they put set 1 in the books. Panibagong set na naman to. And now they have a 6-point advantage. Lieses cuts that momentum.
Kyle Lieses finally stopping the bleeding for Quezon. Look at that. Just an adjustment shot. But no one was ready for the side of Pasay.
Nothing fancy for Lieses. Just a simple drop shot. As the Tangerines want to cruise back dito sa set number 2. But Pasay, they want to even things out here. Iya Yonko Quimson, team captain, leading the way so far. They set up Lieses. And that's too strong. Point will go back to Quezon.
A very huge lead. 6-point lead heading into our first technical timeout.
Ayan, napa-timeout na naman.
You are still watching the 2025 MPVA live here at the Dasmariñas City Arena. I am Rhea Raga, still reporting courtside, and earlier I had the chance to speak nga with Chini Basarte, the team captain of Quezon Tangerines. Similar to their opponents from Pasay, the girls in white also have their fair share of struggles during trainings. Isa sa mga nabanggit ni Chini was the fact that they have to fully commit and bring their best efforts to every training session, kahit na may pasok pa sila sa klase. While the Pasay Lady Voyagers juggle different work schedules, the Quezon Tangerines naman deal with different class schedules. Kaya kailangan talaga nilang mag-adjust at magbigay daan sa training days. Chini added that despite these challenges, they try to maintain consistency by maximizing every moment they're on the court. Minsan daw ay late na sila nakakauwi, pero sulit naman daw dahil ramdam nila ang progression ng team, especially now that the MPVA season is heading to the semifinals. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Rhea Raagas. Yun nga, student athletes din, Pons, we have to remember. Most of these players for Quezon, it's basically they're balancing this with their studies. That's why you have to tip your hat din sa mga players natin dito, especially for the Quezon Tangerines.
Yes, that's correct. Student athletes, student first before athletes, so they definitely have to prioritize their academics. But it's also really nice to see them at still very high, level of play, despite their busy schedules.
Appreciate mo rin, no? I mean, anything you do for the love of volleyball.
Yes, there's really so much more behind the scenes.
And Quezon, of course, they were rewarded with a championship, these student athletes, the defending champs of our MPVA season, looking to go back-to-back.
So we see Basarte there with her third point. This time of a second ball dump.
Clydel Katarig now with 5 points. Naging magic bunot ni Coach Jerry Yee para sa larong ito.
And now, kanina, ang laki na rin kasi nung lamang. So, as early as this part of the set, wala pa man tayo sa 10-point mark. Pinasok na rin si Katarig. But this time, mas may pressure na on the side of Katarig because her role is to keep her team back in this game.
Speaking of keeping them back in this game, they are clawing back here, Pons. 3-0 run na agad ang Quezon Tangerines. Kaya napa-timeout agad dito ang Pasay naman. Let's take a look at that recent play.
Quezon is a really tall team. And that was Kyle Lieses with the block. Kanina, ang nagpapakitang gilas sa blocking is yung Pasay. But this time, yung Quezon, showing that they're also a capable and tall blocking team.
Quick timeout here for both squads. Talagang Quezon really fighting back. And that's what you gotta appreciate din dito sa Quezon, Pons. Ano? They don't really take any set for granted.
Yes, and no lead is safe. Kahit sabihin natin 7 points na yung lamang kanina ng Pasay, Quezon, of course, Coach Jerry has plans in mind para mabawi yung lamang na yun.
And for Pasay, they want to keep on building this lead. Oh, but that's a little too much. Point will go back to Quezon.
That was a really strong attack and actually good intention from Yari Kimson. Everything but the point, because that was a very solid attack. Just went a little bit wide.
Good save by Puzon. Oh, ito na Pons. This surge that we talked about earlier. 1 point na lang ang lamang ng Pasay dito.
Kita natin yung pagkakaiba ng demeanors nila. Quezon kanina, when they were scoring, they were really celebrating. But, Pasay rather. But this time, Quezon, nung sila yung gumagawa ng runs, they just have a very calm demeanor in them. So magkaiba yung celebration styles ng dalawang teams natin.
Yeah. And Pasay getting that point back there. They're still up in the set. They could even things out here. They don't want to go down 2-0 against Quezon. And that's a good shot by Florence and Papa.
That was just an adjustment set. Pero naparaanan pa rin ni Papa. She really wanted to put that ball in that zone. Makita natin, tumingin pa siya ng mabilis dun sa side na yun ng court.
3-point advantage. Team captain Yari Yonko Quimson now with 2 points. Balanced attack para sa kanya, looking to lead her squad to another victory. Get back in the win column if you are Pasay.
Pasay, unti-unti, dumadami na ulit yung errors nila in the second set. Something they should be worried about.
Oh, and Quezon fighting back though.
Consecutive errors for Pasay, and the lead is just down to 1. We can see right now in the arena, Pantino de Flem just hyping up her team. You know, medyo nawala, medyo bumaba yung energy ng Pasay in the past few minutes.
They had a good start earlier. But now it is Quezon evening things up. 11-11.
Look at that, Nolasco just very calm. But she's also one of the main reasons paano nakahabol itong Quezon sa second set.
Kanina naghahabol Pons, pero ngayon they have the lead.
Yes, Kylie SS this time with the service ace. It was placed right in the middle of Papa and Pantino de Flem. You know, watching international coverages, ang tawag ng ibang analyst dyan ay yung hallway of hesitation. Nasa gitna ng dalawang defenders yung bola. So, the reaction would be may chance na malito sila kung sino kukuha ng bola, and that's just how the service ace worked for Lieses.
And Lieses now, Shekinah Lieses with 5 points, as we saw on the graphic earlier. Solid contributions from one half of the Lieses sisters. Lieses from the back row. Oh, good cross-court attack mula kay Aiko Urdas.
Aiko Urdas and Wendy Semana now inserted into this game. Instant connection, instant feed. Take note that Semana is a legend in Philippine volleyball. One of the best setters in the country.
Oh, good save by Quezon, but that serve was solid by Papa. Katarig. Urdas again. Same spot, same result.
Aiko Urdas, you know, just being smart. That's what you want from your player. Hindi perfect yung set, but you're adjusting well and finding the open spots in the defense of your opponents. And take note that also Valdez and Aiko Urdas are both from NU. So may connection din yan kahit papano.
Service error there by Papa, but she does have 6 points right now. So She's still been solid for Coach Ruben Inaudito and the Pasay Voyagers. Still anyone's ball game here, 13 each. Oh, good attack. Pantino de Flem.
Pantino de Flem, she scored 9 points in their previous game. This time, proving to be also a very consistent, attacker. And not all power, pero yung placement shots like what Aiko Ordas did a while ago, hindi yung gumagana for their other Pasay spikers.
Free ball. They go back. Pantino de Flem, digged up by Dorog. Oh, and right through the blockers. Ashley SS. It's the other sister now putting herself on the board.
Ashley SS, walang takot dun sa palong yon. All power. And the block of Astilla and Ordas unable to control that powerful attack from Lieses.
And we are all back at 14 apiece. Basarte with a good serve. Oh, make that 3 straight times for Aiko Ordas.
That was an excellent contact from Ordas. Diretso yung approach niya, pero the ball was just directed to the left side. We could say na yung substitution ni Semana at Ordas ay really paid off for coach.
Now it is Venice Puzon, 2-time NCAA best setter at the service line.
This
That
time,
point.
Ashley SS, under the ball. Ball sails out.
And Pasay now fighting back. It is a 2-point advantage here in our second technical timeout. Nagbabalik ng action dito sa Manny Pacquiao's MPVA. And you could catch all the games live and free exclusively on pusup.com. Your game, your community. Join now. That is powered by Smart, the official telco partner of the MPVA. And special thanks to our media partner, Smart Sports and Puso Pilipinas. Kaya maraming salamat po mga kaliga sa patuloy niyong pagsuporta at pagtangkilik dito sa ating MPVA. Nico Aaron alongside Pons Galvez and Rhea Raagas at courtside. And it is a great Sunday triple header. Unang match natin dito ang Quezon and Pasay. Back and forth.
Yeah, we just saw there the first point of Katarig in the second set. Nireplyan ni Pantino de Flem ng mas malakas na palo. This time on the opposite side.
May sagot agad ng Pasay Pons,
Yes, and that
better
was
adjustments.
That's correct. That was a very good shot. And yun yung maganda sa Pasay ngayon na they're not letting Quezon take over the lead.
It's Quezon, Pasay, and then now Quezon.
So far, it's been a Katarig and Pantino de Flem showdown.
Back and forth dito sa set number 2. Neither team wanting to let go of the rope. Lieses gives it to her sister. Puzon. Oh, napalakas si Quimson doon.
Crimson was requesting for a block touch, but there was none. I think the set was not high enough for her to adjust, but she still tried to put power into that attack, kaya it sailed out.
17 apiece. We've had many deadlocks in this game. As Lieses breaks that one.
Kyle Lieses, very smart. Kitang-kita niya that there was no one near that ball. Smartly dropping the ball.
Lang. Now we are at, it is 18 apiece. Both teams talagang ayaw bumitaw dito, Pons.
Yes, but also we should note that sa latter parts ng set, mas mabigat yung timbang ng mga errors. Just like that, another service error. This time from the side of Pasay. habang palapit ng palapit yung score sa 25. Mas nagiging crucial yung bawat service errors and attack errors na nakakommit ng teams.
Ayan, pinasok agad ni Coach Ruben si Crisostomo dito para sa Pasay. Good block. Oh, Basarte loves those 1-2 plays.
Basarte really high percentage when it comes to her drop shots, dump balls. It's really well placed right in the middle of multiple players.
Pag-usapan natin kanina, Pons, nung first set, the IQ na to ni team captain Chiney Basarte really coming to fruition here. As Quezon now has back-to-back points. Basarte, now Nolasco.
Now, sabi natin kanina, hindi hinahayaan ng Pasay na lumamang itong Quezon. But this time, Quezon unstoppable. And of course, it's Basarte and Nolasco leading the front line.
Kaya napatay mga taga dito si head coach Ruben Inaudito. Only a 3-point ball game, Pons. If you're Pasay 7 points away from set, what adjustments do you want them to see here para mapigilan ang run nitong Quezon?
I think for now, they have to convert their attacks first. And they have to try to penetrate or move around the block of Nolasco. Kasi kanina, nung si Nolasco yung nasa front row, Quezon really had a string of points.
And speaking of points, it is Clydel Catarig now with 7. Showcasing the depth nitong Quezon Tangerines. Good block by Pasay. Saved up by Quezon. Good rally so far. Puzon. They go to Papa. Lieses says, allow me to put this one away.
Lieses smartly going to the down the line route. That's what you do in long rallies, find the open spots. And good presence of mind from Lieses to go there in zone 1.
4-point lead now for the defending champs. They want to close in here in set number 2. But Quimson, a little too strong there.
Team captain Quimson has not been successful with their offense here in the second set. A lot of errors. The set slowly slipping away.
Grabe, Pons, no? Just when you thought Pasay was starting well, ang ganda na pinakita nila sa set 2. Quezon now slowly but surely fighting back here. 2 points away in set number 2. Lieses, she scores once again.
Another down the line shot from Lieses. It's really smart. That set was actually far from the net from Basarte. So it takes a lot more effort and technique for Lieses to execute that perfect down the line shot.
It is now Quezon at set point. And Lieses make that 2 straight points to seal set number 2 for the Quezon Tangerines.
This time, all power regalo yung panapos ni Lieses dito sa second set. An emphatic end to the campaign of Quezon in set 2.
25-18 ang naging talaan natin dito sa set number 2. The defending champs, so far so good. Set number 3 action dito sa ating pagbabalik sa MPVA. Back to action here in Manny Pacquiao's MPVA. It is our first match between Quezon and Pasay here in round number 2. And it's been all Quezon so far. Tignan natin naging highlights natin dito po on set number 2 action.
Set number 2, the first half of the set belonged to Pasay. Sobrang laki ng lamang na nabuild nila at the start of the set. But the better end game, like it was in the first set, belonged to Quezon. And that's what matters, yung end game. So ang kailangan gawin ng Pasay if they want to extend this match is to be consistent throughout the entire set and not let out. And pag lumalapit yung puntos ng Quezon, they have to find ways to reply or recover. Take a look at this. 9 attacks for Pasay as compared to 13 for Quezon. Equal blocks, 1 more each for Quezon. But again, the errors, hindi na double digit yung error ng Pasay, pero still 8 points. 8 points given to the opponents. And we should also take note that nung magandang simula nung Pasay, konti lang yung errors nila. So bulk of the errors happened at the latter part of the set.
It is Shinae Basarte, the team captain for Quezon, looking to close things out dito sa ating set number 3. Ito namang Pasay wanting to stay alive and keep their playoff hopes in this tournament. Good match so far from both squads. Nico Aaron, Pons Galvez, and Rhea Agas. We bring you this Sunday match day. Mula po yan dito sa napakagandang Dasmariñas Arena. Katarig through the blockers. Good shot there. Good start para kay Pantino de Flem.
That was a well-placed drop shot just right behind the blockers. Look at that. Had that gone any farther, mas madaling makuha yun ng defenders ng Quezon. It was perfectly placed in that instance.
Inocentes also back in the game for Quezon. They go to Lieses. Good block by Pasay. Basarte. Katarig, drop shot.
Yung showdown ni Katarig at Pantino de Flem. And this time is a drop shot showdown. Really smart, display of skill for both teams.
And Ashley SS, one half of the Lieses twins. But Aiko Ordas able to give that back and score.
Aiko Ordas this time a starter in the third set alongside Wendy Ann Semana. That was an excellent shot. Aiko Ordas was the top scorer in their last game against Negros with 10 points. The only double-digit scorer in that match.
Good start for both squads. Dorog. We go to Lieses. Good pick-up by Pasay. Oh! Aiko Ordas.
Aiko Ordas with a soft shot and a little bit of help from the net.
Napasorry siya sa teammates niya doon, Pons.
Yes, sorry, but her teammates definitely thanking her
Yeah.
for another point.
Whatever point, we'll take it. And speaking of points, Quezon scores another one. Clydel Katarig once again.
This time Katarig with a strong attack from the middle. Actually, that set was close from the net. Pinaraanan na lang. But still, got in.
Inocentes there with that error. And Coach Jerry Yee, despite the 2-set lead, still looking focused, wanting his team to play sharp. Aiko Ordas, good attack. We go back to her. Oh, with a drop shot this time, showing her variations.
That was a great drop shot from Aiko Ordas. We should also credit Astilia for having 2 excellent digs in that rally, leading to this drop shot. But also, it was a mistake from Lieses na dinukot pa niya yung ball because there was a defender at the back of her.
At the service line, Phoebe Astilia, one of the other sparks for Pasay. 5 points now for her. Yan ang isa pang gusto na i-activate dito sa set na to if they want to take this one.
This time, Katarig with an error. She tried to outsmart Pasay by trying to return that ball right away. Then again, another good start from Pasay. Let's see if they could maintain this quality of play for the entire third set.
They were in this familiar territory kanina, Pons, ano? They had a good lead. Na ngayon, maalagaan kaya nila ito. Papa. They go back to Urdas. And that is a good block by Quezon.
Urdas, this time unsuccessful with her attempt. But you'd also like the connection between Wendy Ansemana and Aiko Urdas, really feeding her the ball.
Quimson. A little too strong. Back-to-back points para sa Tangerines.
That was two consecutive errors for the side of Pasay. As we see Clydel Katarig now with 9 points off the bench. Excellent statistics from someone who did not start in the first set.
Grabe, no? The deep bench of Quezon really showing us their prowess. Para naman dito sa Pasay, it's been Aiko Urdas, Quimson, Puzon, Cabalsa, and Papa looking to cruise their Voyagers to a victory. So far, it has been Pasay in this third set, as they take us to our first technical timeout of the set.
You are still watching the 2025 MPVA live here at the Dasmariñas City Arena. I am Rhea Raga, still reporting courtside, and during that team huddle after the second set, Coach Ruben of the Pasay Lady Voyagers acknowledged his team effort. However, he reminded the ladies na iwasan ang kanilang unforced errors. In his words, magtipid tayo sa errors. Dagdag pa niya, these small mistakes, whether it's a service error, attack error, or a miscommunication, can easily shift the momentum para sa kanilang kupunan. Though despite this, Coach Ruben remains confident. He noted, nakakuha naman tayo ng mga bola sa depensa. And if they manage to clean up their errors, they can dictate the tempo of this match. Now let's see if they can manage to bounce back in this do-or-die set for the Lady Voyagers. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much. That was Rhea Raagas. Thank you for that report. Yup, lessen the error response. Ito na pag-usapan natin. Set 1 and set 2. Ano nabanggit mo nga? Can they do that dito sa set number 3?
Yes, they committed 10 errors in set 1, 8 errors in set 2. And so far in the third set, already 3 errors. So, a lot of points given to Quezon.
Sipin mo, Pons, no? Kung nabawasan ng errors nun sa first 2 sets, we might be at 1 apiece
Yes, or
in this one.
Pasay may be leading 2-0 right now. We couldn't really tell.
So it's about those errors that they want to fix and minimize dito sa set 3 if they want to fight back in this match. Oh, but Quezon capitalizing on that open space.
Basarte successful in that first ball return. Really smart. Iba rin talaga yung IQ na talaga ni Basarte,
Yeah.
and her ability to make quick decisions to score.
She loves that, no? Sweet spot niya yung mga ganun. Those 1-2 attacks. They go back to Katarig. Basarte chooses Lieses, and they connect.
And this time it's Ashley's time to shine. That was a low fast set from Basarte, and Lieses just adjusted, used the tip of the blockers to score.
Shekinah Lieses, 9 points. One of the key scorers for Quezon showing up again today, as they have a 1-point advantage. Oh, good save by Pasay. Another good one for Quezon. Papa through the blockers. Oh, strong hit by Lieses.
Quezon A couple of times in that rally, nahuli sila na medyo split second late sa mga digs. But still, Basarte and Lieses able to convert that into a point.
Balik na naman ang lamang dito sa Quezon. Pasay was off to a good start here in our set, but now Quezon has the 2-point advantage. It is Ashley Esses now at the service line. Papa. Strong attack.
Papa and Semana changing things up. Papa attacking from the opposite.
And that was a power spike presented by Smart Power All 99. Load now. Florence and Papa stepping up for the Lady Voyagers. Free ball. Basarte gives it to Atesh Nolasco. Samantha Nolasco.
That's what you get when you give a free ball to Quezon. A good pass. And then the Basarte Nolasco connection. It has been proven time and time again to be effective.
They can connect with each other even in their sleep. Basarte and Nolasco. Quimson, oh, finds that open spot. Cabalza rather. And that point will go back to Pasay. It is Pantino de Flem.
Pantino de Flem, consistent. Sabi natin kanina, consistent. Not as flashy as of a player, but very reliable when it comes to offense.
Simple lang maglaro, ano, Pons? Nothing fancy. She just wants to get those points for her team.
Yes.
They give away a free ball. Basarte. Undangan there. Good block. Good rally so far from both squads. Basarte goes back to Lieses. Katarig this time. One of the longest rallies in this match so far. Ondangan, cross-court hit.
Ondangan, we've been really waiting to hear her name today because she usually plays as an opposite. But this time proving that she can also be an effective middle blocker. That was a great slide attack to end that long rally and give the point to Quezon.
Yung momentum niya dun, Pons, ano?
Yes. Yung lakas ng takbo niya na she converted it to a strong hit.
Coach Jerry Yee, of course, champion coach in the NCAA and looking to lead his Quezon Tangerines to defend their title here in the MPVA. And so far, they've been looking poised here in our match.
Katarig with this combination play now enters in the double-digit category.
The SS to serve. They go to Katarig again. Basarte. Urdas through the blockers, and she loves that sweet spot.
Aika Urdas definitely going to be a crucial part of this third set campaign for Pasay. She has been the most consistent player coming off the bench.
Pantino de Flem. Oh, a little short on that one though.
Another service error. But also a fun trivia, I think Ondangan, Katarig, and Rojo. Kanina yung front line na yun, it was Ondangan, Katarig, and Rojo. They're all opposite players for this team. Pero ngayon, iba-iba yung roles na nilalaro nila.
Versatility.
Yes.
is what you're talking about, Pons, para dito sa Tangerines. And that's why they have a 2-point advantage. Undangan at the service line. They go back to Ordaz. Oh, and she's beneath from that same spot.
Aika Ordaz is really known for her mean arm swing. Take a look at that. That set was also a little bit close from the net, pero yun nga. Binilisan na lang niya yung palo and it made it in.
Rojo now. And scores through the blockers.
Rojo and the rest of Quezon really confident right now. Parang wala silang ginagawang mali. And that's why they have a 3-point lead. Great attack. Found the gap in the middle of the blockers.
And that is why they have a 3-point advantage heading into our second technical timeout. Back to live action here in Manny Pacquiao's MPVA. And it has been Lieses really stepping up para dito. Shekinah Lieses for the Quezon Tangerines.
Kyle Lieses with 9 points already. Kanina pa natin binabanggit yung mga down the line shots niya, yung great adjustment shots, and even yung regalo, yung alertness, and yung utak na pinapakita ni Lieses in this game. It's just very fun to watch.
And her sister, together with Ate Samantha Nolasco, all share that near 50% field goal percentage para dito sa Quezon. So, scoring is their comfort zone if you're talking about the Lieses twins.
Yes, pagka-opposite mo talaga yung kapatid mo. And you're both very capable attackers. Parang pag pumunta sa likod yung isa to serve, parang walang nawawala. Still very high quality players kung sino man yung outside hitter na nasa front row.
Their sisters got your back. Talking about Lieses. And kaya naman, it is Quezon right now with a 2-set advantage. And they have 16 points here in our third set, while Pasay has 14.
Net touch right there for Pasay. And here we go again with their trend during the second half of every set. Yung sunod-sunod na errors. Something they would definitely want to avoid because this is a do-or-die set for them.
Lieses now serving for the Quezon Tangerines. Solid ang pinapakita nila dito. They want to close it out here. Papa has other plans though.
That attack was just perfect. Seeing her wind up, yung approach pa lang, kita mo na malakas yung magiging palo, and even if you have two tall blockers in front of you, mahihirapan ka talagang depensahan yung atake na yun ni Papa.
And Florence Ann's Papa now with 9 big points para sa Pasay. But Quezon, laging may sagot dito, Pons.
Yes, this time, the other Lieses, Ash Lieses. Great shot kahit malayo yung set. So I think it really runs in their genes na ang galing din nila mag-adjust sa mga sets na malayo sa net.
7 points away. Oh, and Lieses just staying sharp here in set 3.
But we have to credit this set from Basilio. It was a hard set. Parang wala man siyang 1 second to think how she's gonna set that ball. Lieses, hindi sinayang yung magandang adjustment set na yun ni Basilio.
Samantha Nolasco. It's the ate with 8 points now. Talagang balanse ang opensa dito ng Quezon.
That error keeps Pasay within striking distance. If you are Pasay, yung sense of urgency, kailangan na rin nating ma-feel talaga.
Oo. Anong gusto mong adjustments dito, Pons, if you're Pasay? I mean, they're still in this. Only a 3-point ball game.
I think the same thing we've been looking for since the first and second set, yung pagbawas ng errors. Because right now, I think they already have 7 errors in the third set. Average talaga of errors very high in this game. for Pasay.
They're at the 20-point mark. Oh, good block point. Back-to-back buckets para dito sa Pasay.
We mentioned the tall duo of Astilla and Kimson. Very great timing. This time, walang gap between the blocks. Definitely hard to penetrate that net defense.
And now it is Pasay with a spur of momentum. Kaya pa nila makabalik dito. It is a 3-point ball game. They want to stay alive in set number 3. Oh, Katarig has other plans.
That was a great gift from Katarig. Another uncharacteristic, error. We could also consider that, a misjudgment from Pasay. That was an overset, which led to that Katarig regalo.
Kaya hanap pa timeout dito. Si head coach Ruben Inaudito for Pasay. Eto Pons, if you're Pasay, still a 4-point game. You're still in this one. Very crucial itong part na to. What adjustments do you want to see from them if they want to stay alive here in set 3?
Dito kailangan na nila mag-take ng calculated risks. Parang you cannot allow to just trade points with Quezon. You have to make your own points as well. But at the same time, kailangan mo nang iwasan yung errors. Because the past few points of Quezon ay coming from errors or misjudgments from Pasay pa rin eh. So, ayun. Sharper. Sabi mo kanina, sharper play from Pasay ang kailangan nilang ipakita sa endgame.
Yeah. So, let's see if they can do that. Oh, mukhang narinig ata tayo, Pons. Aiko Urdas with that sharp attack.
Aiko Urdas just started seeing action in the second set. But this attack is giving her 8th or 9th point. So, almost to the double-digit territory.
Oh, good spring for Pasay. They feel alive dito, Pons.
Yes, that's correct. Astilla, another block right there could really be considered, the energy bunny. That was Papa rather. The celebration of Astilla. It's really something her team needs to boost their morale right now.
Just an error there, but Pasay still looking to bounce on their momentum dito.
Yes, that error breaks the momentum a little. But still, it's a very manageable lead if you were Pasay.
Yun lang, Pons. Nabanggit mo nga kanina, the errors have been costly for the Voyagers.
Yes, and yung pinaghirapan nilang 2 points off of an attack and block, nabawi agad with that error. With 2 consecutive errors. So
Yeah.
yun yung sinasabi natin. It's good that you're producing a lot of points, a lot of highlight plays. But also, it would be better na bawasan yung errors.
And Pasay now on the brink of dropping this one. And if they do, they will go down to 5-7. Atong Quezon naman, if they win this one, they will go to 11 wins in this tournament. So Pasay really wanted to get back here.
Pasay drops this match, yung chances nila for a Final Four slot, mas magiging crucial yung next games nila.
Talagang must win na yun, Pons.
Yes.
They're still in it though. Their playoff hopes are still alive.
Especially with Urdas playing as great as this right now. Definitely they still have a fighting chance to get back in the set.
And that was a power spike presented by Smart Power, all 99 load now. Urdas has been solid para dito sa Pasay. They're also in the 20-point mark. Good block! Back-to-back points for the Lady Voyagers.
You could really see the discipline sa blocking ng Pasay. Kabalsa, A block from the other side, and this time a block from the opposite. It's really beautiful to watch. Na-close niya yung parehong blocks on both sides. The sign of a great middle blocker.
And here we go. 2-point ball game. Good dig there. Urdas. Basarte. Lieses. Oh, it's too hot to handle. Was that shot?
Lieses back in the front row.
And that was this game's community cam powered by pusupi.com. Your game, your community. Join now. That's actually my mom and my brother in attendance. Our beautiful crowd enjoying the action. Thank you so much sa lahat ng ating nanonood dito live sa Dasma Arena. Supporting our MPVA.
We end this match with another Nolasco contribution. It's really, the strong end game of Quezon that has brought them this win.
Samantha Nolasco, the ate, handling business, closing this one out, giving the defending champs a dominating 3-set victory.
Of course, napahirapan pa rin sila ng Pasay, but again, yung championship composure and yung in-game adjustments ni Coach Jerry Yee and Quezon really worked wonders for them. Now they have an 11 game winning streak in this league.
Looking sharp itong defending champs. And if you're Pasay, still a lot to look forward to. Buhay pa naman ang Pasay dito, Pons. They still have a chance. Good heart, good fight today's game. They have a chance to still get in the playoffs. 25-19, 25-18, 25-21. Yan po ang naging talaan natin dito after 3 sets of highly intense volleyball action. It is the Quezon Tangerines winning another one here in the Dasmariñas Arena. And a 3-set victory for Quezon as they still keep that solid top 2 spot in our tournament.
Yes, Quezon now with the most wins in this league, 11 wins, actually more wins than Dasmariñas, but we're gonna discuss more about that later.
Yeah, post-game action and interviews sa ating pagbabalik.